If you're watching this, it means one of three things. You're tired of looking in the mirror and seeing sticks for arms. You want to get super jacked as fast as possible.
Yes, I am growing stronger.
Or you want a proven roadmap to show you how you can go from flapjack to Johnny Bravo. If you said yes to all three, then you're in the right place. Hi, my name is Oje and I was in the same position as you a few years ago. Today, I'm going to share with you my step-by-step process on how to transform myself from looking like this to this. And it's something most fitness guys don't talk about because it's not as flashy as doing 100 reps in the gym or lifting heavy weights to post on the gram. It's something every beginner tends to overlook, myself included. So when I started working out, I was super focused on, doing my best in the gym and trying to work up a hard sweat, right? Do a proper session. But the thing is, I wasn't seeing any results. This went on for a period of time until I met a gym bro, IG. And IG explained to me the importance of nutrition. That was when it hit me like a ton of bricks. That no matter how hard you work out, if your eating habits are trash, you're not going to see any growth. Think about it like this. Your body is like a vehicle. If you need to start a car, you need fuel. What kind of fuel? Well, you need petrol. Then you can also think of another vehicle, right? You could think of an airplane, for example. An airplane doesn't need petrol. It needs kerosene. So depending on the type of vehicle that you have, your fuel needs are going to change. It's the same thing with your body. Depending on the type of goals that you have, in terms of whether you want to get jacked or if you want to lose weight, your nutrition needs are going to change. And so that is the most important thing. The question is, what are you doing to solve the nutrition question, actually move you forward in terms of the direction you want your body to actually go in? The big thing now is, OJ, what is the right fuel? Basically, what is the right way to eat? So let me show you. If you're trying to bulk, this is something I call the Hulk diet. And I've curated this over the past 6.5 years to suit my consistent bulking needs. I say consistent bulking needs because I'm on a perpetual bulk, right? And with this diet, I moved from 63 kilos when I started working out about 6.5 years ago to 81 kilos today, morning weight anyway. The focus when you're on a bulk is calories and protein. Essentially, you want to put yourself in a position where you're maximizing your nutrient intake with every meal. The first thing you need to understand is the same way your heavy muscles need weight volume, your nutrition volume is also important. Eating 2 meals a day, even though they are heavy meals and might have high calorie thresholds, won't cut it. The focus must always be on spreading your meals into smaller chunks throughout the day to maximize the amount of nutrients your body absorbs with each meal. Right? Think about it like this. When you eat a large meal, your body takes what it needs and sends the rest out of your system as waste. On top of that, you're probably not hungry for another, let's say, 4 to 5 hours. But if you eat smaller meals, you get hungrier quicker. But most of that meal will be utilized by your body and less of it becomes done. So with smaller meals, you get to actually maximize the nutrients and open yourself up to eat more in another 2 to 3 hours, as opposed to 4 to 5 originally. Your aim should be to eat meals like between 4 to 5 meals a day while taking a good amount of water, say about 2 to 3 liters. Again, none of this is easy. I really struggle with eating, especially during my training cycles, because I often forget to eat and I have a very high metabolism. That's why I'm on a constant bulk anyways. So you really have to stay dedicated to it, like setting alarms, meal prepping, those type of things, they really help. Doing it with someone also helps as well. Now, we know how many times you should be eating in a day, but what should you eat? Again, you want high calorie, high protein meals. That's always the focus. So go to your staples, your rice, chicken, eggs, bread, pasta, Greek yogurt. I personally don't like fish, so I don't have fish in my diet at all. The smell really makes me nauseous, so I can't manage it. But it's another good source for people who enjoy it. Fish, chicken, beef, like great sources of protein. Eggs as well. Another great idea is to get a food scale so you can actively track your macros ergo the nutrients you're taking in per meal. For protein, a good rule of thumb is to aim for between 1.2 to 2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight. So if you weigh 70 kilograms, you should be taking between like 84 to 140 grams of protein per day. And then individuals who are more sedentary can get away with a gram per kg of body weight. But since you guys are going to be active in the gym, you need more, right? So if you are like 70, obviously just do 1.2 times 70, and that will give you a good idea of how many grams of protein that you should be taking in every single day. Again, this is just, you don't have to be strict with it and say, oh, you know, because I weigh 70 kilos, I'm going to take exactly 84, or I need to get 140 grams. No, anywhere within that range is okay, because you just want a decent enough amount of protein so that your muscles have something that they can use to build up as soon as, because again, what's going to the gym? You're going to the gym to tear muscle, right? So as soon as you're done in the gym, you go back, you have a good meal, hopefully a high protein meal. You guys should aim for high protein meals 45 minutes to an hour after the gym, so that your muscles can start building up again, right? So that is the whole point. That's why protein is very important. They serve as the building blocks for your muscles. Next up, supplements. You can't go wrong with protein powder and creatine. And no, to all the African parents out there, protein powder is not the same thing as steroids. And I'm going to take my time to explain. See, protein powder is a dietary supplement designed to provide additional protein, which supports muscle repair, growth, and general body functions. While steroids are synthetic drugs that mimic the effects of testosterone to enhance muscle growth and strength. So you hear people say stuff like test. That's what they're referring to. Protein already exists in your food, but sometimes you might not be getting enough protein directly from meals, especially if you have a very high carb diet, if you're just focused on your rice alone. So protein powder is there to help you supplement. The truth is, I always feel the need to clarify, because I've had so many conversations with people who class all supplements as steroids. Like, they are not the same, right? Creatine, on the other hand, is a naturally occurring compound found in the body, primarily in muscles and in the brain. Essentially, what it does is to replenish adenosine triphosphate, ATP, the primary energy source for cells during short bursts of high intensity activities. The best form of creatine is creatine monohydrate. The aim for this should be about like 5 grams a day, right? 5 grams of creatine a day. You should, like, after a week, you should start seeing like water retention in your muscles. But again, it's safe. There's like, your body produces this stuff. Nothing crazy is going to happen to you. Are these supplements necessary? No, but they help. Like, personally, I only take protein powder. Maybe I'll even link the protein powder I take in the description, right? Because I think it has creatine in it as well. But I only take protein powder because these supplements are expensive, right? So you want to be able to manage how much you're really spending. If you have a gym membership, you're getting supplements on the side, can get a bit too costly too quickly. So creatine, protein, but those are the ones I know. So those are the ones I'll advise you guys on. Those ones are totally fine, right? But don't let anybody deceive you, or don't get worried. They are not the same thing as steroids. Steroids has a completely different effect to protein powder on the body. So that's the long and short of it. So that's it. Those are the main nutrition tips, and I'll be sharing more as we go along, right? This is just the introduction. But if you've made it this far, it means you're serious about personal growth, and that's what this channel is all about. It's not just about fitness, as you guys have already noticed. It's about showing you how you can become a total man, total individual, by growing physically, spiritually, mentally. And if that's something you're interested in, so that's something that you find interesting, then share, like, subscribe, leave a comment, and I look forward to sharing more of these videos with you. Also, YouTube thinks you'll like this next video. See you guys soon, guys. See you soon, guys.